So let me call Dominique because he's one of you realized that yesterday that is certainly one of the major support that I had through this event. Please applaud my dear friend from Accenture and Institut Sapiens, Dominique Calmels.
Merci.
What you don't know is that we are changing the program every 5 minutes.
Yes.
That's why don't go on the website. It's not updated fast enough. Okay. So Dominique, I leave you the floor because we are late, but the floor is yours. Thank you for being there. I'm surrounded by very nice people. You're one of them. So
thank you.
You're another one. Your house.
You're another one. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Denis asked me to be very short. So the conclusion of my talk is we must be optimistic. There is no reason to be pessimistic. This is the end of my talk. I think that the digital and AI are like the fire some years ago, a long time ago. The people on the earth discovered the fire. They did mistake at the beginning. They burned themselves. And finally, today, we are quite pleased with that. Same thing with the mobile phone. At the beginning, you thought, should I have a mobile phone? Is it a mood? And finally, today, you are thinking that your mobile phone, your smartphone, doesn't do exactly what you would like to do with it. So you're thinking about a new smartphone, more smart, doing more things. And I think that the EA and digital things are exactly like that. It's like day one. It's not an event. It's a movement. It's a trend. And this trend is very key. It will allow us to answer to the request of all the individuals on the earth who want no more big products, general things, all the same color, all the same size. They want individual services, individual tools. And with the blockchain and the digital, we will be able to do that. BMW announced some weeks ago that on their last production of 500,000 cars, only 2 cars were the same. The rest, all the cars were different, sometimes for just few things, but they were different. And only the digital and the blockchain will allow us to answer this question. I think that we think in the Sapiens Institute. We have created the Sapiens Institute with Laurent Alexandre and with Olivier Babot, an economist, together, the three, 1 year ago. And the second brand of the Institute Sapiens, and our goal is to define the role of the men and the women on the world of tomorrow, to be sure that the world tomorrow will need us. And on this subject, I think that we have to develop the jobs for tomorrow. And we believe also that we will see a kind of rebalance of work across the world. It's not creating globally more jobs, but it will rebalance the work across the countries. Just because we are doing a lot of effort in the developed country, like in Europe, to decrease the cost of our production, of our furniture, etc. And at the opposite, in China, in India, we see the cost increasing quickly and significantly. And one day, we will be at the same level, and it will rebalance the size of the jobs across countries. But we have heard yesterday that new jobs will come. So I just would like to use my last 6 minutes to give you a list of items where we believe in the Sapiens Institute that we could have new job, more work for us. The first, and I took my papers because it's a kind of long list. Of course, the digital AI blockchain means software. The world of the software is one of the key elements to create jobs. As of today, and I see that in Accenture, as of today, we are missing people in the software environment. And tomorrow, the missing will be higher, really significantly bigger. So we need developers, we need engineers, we need a lot of people, designer of website, etc. We need a lot of people in the world of the software. I don't want to go in the debate of the 35 hours program, which is one of the famous subject of discussion at each election, but there is a reality, and you have already noticed that. The millennials doesn't want to have my life and our life for the people from my generation. They don't want to sacrifice all their personal life, taking care of their children, just for their work. They want to work less. This means that somewhere we will also have some different organization of the work to allow them to take more time and with their family have a better balanced life, etc., etc. The tourism, can you imagine 50% of the people in each country traveling every year, every time, etc.? It will create a huge request of jobs. The culture also, the sharing of knowledge, the training. We have heard that yesterday, just to train the people to do new jobs, but also thinking that some of us and some of the people who will follow us will have to change their work 1, 2, 3 times during their life. Can you imagine the size of the training that we will have to develop? And not only in classroom, but on internet, on CBT. So there is a huge work to develop behind, to design the website, to sell it, to encourage the people to go there, the hotline behind, because nobody will understand everything from the website. The manufacturing environment, we come from a situation where we purchase a tool to a situation where we share a tool, where we lease a tool, where we lease services. And somewhere, this means that we need closer to our home, closer to our big cities, small manufacturing to maintain this tool, which will be shared between 100 people during the year with a lot of things. We will need coach, we will need trainers for these people who will come to take the things. I want to mention also the healthcare. We are moving from big medical treatment to something which is more individual, really focus on the need of the person, exactly focus. And it needs more people to do that. Effort of prevention, it's also something which is key. Our life will for sure be longer, and we will have to take care of the LDs. So please think about me in a few years. Let's take care of the LDs. And it will also, it start to create jobs, but we will have more and more and more need tomorrow. The communication, the coaching, I don't know if we have read that, but in many analyses and reports, we talk about coach. We will need more coach tomorrow. The social business. We have to be really inclusive. As President Senard said, we have to take care of everybody. And we are developing a social business with special companies who are restoring the capability of somebody to take care of a job, to have a home, to have a normal, what I would call a normal life. And to do that, we need special company with special organization, with special advisor. And we have to accelerate that to be inclusive. The community manager, the marketing, of course. And I just want to finish by a small vision. Think once again, not about the earth, but think about once again about the number of potential clients in China. We know that we still have 600, 700 million people who don't consume at the same size than the rest of the world. So something like 600, 700 million potential big consumer for which we have to work. Same thing for the India. And don't miss Africa. 500 million people having the same level of purchase, of consuming, like in Europe, like in the world in general, will create a huge need of activity, jobs, etc. So our vision and our conclusion is quite simple. We believe that tomorrow, in the tomorrow world, we will have less poor people. It changed, it happened slowly, but we have to accelerate that. We have to rebalance the things and be sure that we have less poor people. Healthcare, longer life is a second key element of the growth tomorrow and all the individual requests. But everything is based on a very, very significant effort of training. Training for now, to prepare the people, to adapt the manufacturing, and training for the people tomorrow. So let's really invest in training. Thank you very much.